There are a bunch of different speeds you can get with LJAs in TP, and I want to talk about that. None of this is a new tech or like new findings or anything, but armed with this information, you can debug LJAs a little bit better. First off, on the right, I have the necessary information. We have Link's angle, speed, and coordinates. The angle doesn't matter here. The speed does matter, and that is just horizontal speed. Vertical speed counts as 0 there. X and Z positions are coordinates on the minimap, and Y position is height. So we're just going to be paying attention to speed and Y position, really. For a normal jump attack, where you're not targeting an enemy or the boomerang, the speed that you get is 25. See that here? 25, 25. And if you are targeting something with the targeting the boomerang or targeting an enemy, then you can get speeds higher or lower than that, depending on the height differential between Link and the thing that he's targeting. If the height differential is nothing, so I'm standing on this flat ground, throw the boomerang, do a jump attack, I get a 36 speed jump attack, and that is the same every time. 36 speed. But if the thing that's being targeted is higher than Link's speed, or over ground higher than Link's speed, then that speed will increase, and if it's lower, then that'll decrease. So I'll show it getting higher. Let's try over here. Don't want to disturb Purple Friend over there. All of these stairs, I'll be using as an example, are 30 units. So this is Y position 0, minus 30, minus 60, minus 90, minus 120, minus 150. So if I have a differential of 30 units, I'm standing on minus 30, then that speed will go up from 36 to 39. Okay. Next one, that speed goes up to 47. Next one, 30 more units down. And speed goes up to 72, and that is the max LJA speed. If I go down further than that, increase the height differential more, it stays 72. Let's go with 150. Well, it was momentarily 72. Let me try to show that better. 72. Okay. And now, going the opposite direction, I will have the the targeted object over something lower than Link's speed. So this is 30 units lower. I should have a lower speed than 36, and I get 33. Here, down to 31. And this one, I'm not actually sure whether there's a minimum for this. Like, if I go all the way up here, differential of 150 units, then it is still getting slower. It's down to 26. If I go up here, then it's still getting slower, down to 15, which is super slow. And if you do this like on the stairs in Lake Bed, then you can see it gets like really, really slow. So I'm not sure whether there's a minimum. And then just to quickly show that this works for enemies too, we're on flat ground, same height, still got a 36. And now, yeah, I got a 33 because Purple Friend was on the ice, which is lower. Alright, a couple more things here in Snow Peak. If, that was just about like the height differential, but if the boomerang or targeted object is over a void, as you probably know, then you'll get a full speed LJA every time. This should be good. So my speed should be 72 on this LJA. Yep. And why did I do it in that particular corner? Well, you see, if I do it here, boomerang's clearly out of bounds, and I do my jump attack. Wait, I got a 36. What a ripoff. Well, turns out that in Snow Peak, probably some other places too, but I just know it in Snow Peak, behind doors there's a little bit of floor loaded. So if your boomerang is out of bounds behind a door in Snow Peak, then there's a good chance, especially like this one, I think it'll always stay in bounds because this floor goes pretty far. The other ones don't go quite as deep, I think, but they are, I think, all recessed. So if you're trying to do an LJA with the boomerang out of bounds over a door, tread cautiously in Snow Peak. Camera, there we go. And I think that's it for Snow Peak. I want to show this off in one more place. In early platform room in Palace of Twilight. And this one is a slightly more interesting example than most because you're on a moving platform. This is for the LJA at the very end of the room. You'd be on a moving platform doing an LJA with the boomerang over some stairs. So the height differential is potentially changing depending on when you actually execute the jump attack. Okay, let me set my position here. Alright, this is the platform, and usually LJA from the platform ride to that area over there. So this platform starts at like 1050 Y position and rises to 1800 at its peak. And then over here, this area is 1600 units high. This is all Y position. This is almost 1900. I don't know why it's not 1900. It's surprising, but this isn't flat. Huh. Okay, that's why rolls feel weird there. It's just now occurring to me. And then all these steps are 25 units each. You can see on the Y position. Alright, so those are the heights here. Now, we can see why an LJA here could fail already, because the platform that you're on can be at 1800 units, and if you throw the boomerang and do the jump attack when the boomerang is right here, over 1600 units, then you won't get a full LJA. But the awkward thing is, by the time you've targeted and like gotten ready for the jump attack, or for the LJA, and the boomerang has gotten over here, it probably is, like, the platform probably has risen to 1800, its full height. Meaning that you either need the boomerang to be out of bounds, like inside the pillar there, or the structure, I don't know what that is, or over this last little area here. Because, as we saw before, an LJA with a height differential of only 25 units, say, if I'm on this, if the boomerang's over this step, that's probably not enough. That won't give you a full speed one. I don't think 50 does either. 75 should? I think it was the first step in Snow Peak that gave you a full speed one was 90, and it was increments of 30, so I'm not totally sure about 75. This one definitely will. If the boomerang's over this, then that's almost 100 units different. You're fine. So really, when you're doing this LJA, you just need to be careful to let the boomerang get all the way to the pillar, or the whatever this is. It doesn't need to be out of bounds. It doesn't really matter. You'll get a full speed one whether it's out of bounds or not, as long as it's all the way over there. But even a few steps too short, and you will fall. So let me just actually demonstrate this. Oh, what am I doing? Demonstrate this stuff. Alright, platform's rising. And I think it was at its full height. Oh, wait, I could have looked. I forgot that I had the info up. Let's see, I'm going to set this LJ up quickly. Okay, it looks like the platform wasn't yet at its full height. So if you set up quickly, then the LJ is actually easier to get. You don't need to wait as long for the boomerang to climb stairs. If I'm a little bit slower with it, take my time setting up. There we go. And I go here, that's not far enough. See, the boomerang was still over those last few steps, and that's just not enough height differential. So if I do take my time, platform gets to its max height, and I wait, then I am fine. Full speed LJA. One last thing to add here is that the distance that the boomerang is away from Link can also affect LJA speeds. If I'm up on this rail and I throw the boomerang, I get a 72, I think I'm going to avoid, yeah, 72 speed jump attack, which is exactly what we'd expect. It's over a void, and so we get a full speed one. But if I wait until the boomerang is almost all the way back to Link, wait a minute, I got a 71, and I'll wait till it's even closer this time. Okay, too close. 15. That's nothing. Oops. Okay. And I can get a range in there. 62. That'll void. You can see where this is going. So if the boomerang is really, really close to Link, then you still won't get a good speed jump attack. And that's particularly relevant, I think this is the right place, in rooms like right wing. Yeah, this one. I'll just go ahead and kill this guy. Like right here. So you don't have a lot of space to work with. You're bouncing the boomerang off that, and then if you do your LJA while the boomerang is all the way over there, you get full speed. But if you wait until it's too close to Link, 43, not enough. 38, not enough. So this is relevant here. I can't think of any other places off the top of my head this is really relevant other than this and the next room. But one last thing. There you go.